All right. What was the 39ers about? Did everybody or do most people sell drugs? Yes. Okay. And what kind of drugs were you all selling? Mostly heroin. Okay. What were you selling? Heroin. And who would you get your heroin from? From brother. All right. Where was Little Man in 2010? He was locked up. Okay. And where was he locked up? Do you know? In federal custody. Federal custody? Yes. Okay. Did you ever go see Little Man? Yes. All right. What did he tell you about the guys from the Ninth Ward? He told me that they was cool. Did you ever get drugs from Little Man? When I was younger, yes. Okay. In 2010 and 2011, were you selling heroin? Yes. All right. Describe to the jury how you would sell heroin. Like bags, 20 grams. Okay. How much does a gram cost? Probably like $100. $100 a gram. Okay. And remember, please try and speak up. How much is a 20? What does a 20 mean? A $20 bag. Okay. When you get heroin, would it already be packaged for individual sale, or did you have to bag it up yourself? No. You gotta bag it up yourself. Break it down. And when you got heroin, you said you were getting it from brother? Yes. How much would you get? Probably like 2 ounces. Okay. And how much would that cost? It's like $2,000 an ounce. And then what would you do with the heroin once you got it? I'd break it down. All right. Describe to the jury how you break it down. Break it down to grams and bundles. $20 bags, $100 grams, quarters. And did you need a scale to do that? Yes. All right. Did you ever cut your heroin? Yes. And how would you cut your heroin? Mannitol. I use mannitol. All right. And describe to the jury how you do that. You mix the mannitol with the heroin. It stretches the dope. And how much heroin or how much mannitol can your heroin take? It all depends on how strong the dope is. What was good dope? Something that could take like 3 or 4. Okay. How much could take 3 or 4 what? It could take like 3 or 4 more, either grams or ounces. Okay. So you're saying a gram could take of cut the mannitol. The dope could take either 7 grams of mannitol or an ounce or 2 of mannitol. All right. But how much heroin are you putting the 7 grams of mannitol in? 1 ounce of heroin. You probably could put like 2 ounces of mannitol on it. If the dope could take like 3. So you could turn 1 ounce into 3. Yes. Where were you selling it at this time? 3rd Galvez. Did you have like customers? How did that work? I mean, people will pull up on 2nd and Johnson to get it. Different people. No regular customers. All right. Would you recognize photos of people hustling near 2nd and Prayer if I showed it to you? Yes. All right. I'd move to publish what's already been admitted as Exhibit 324I. Government 324I. Okay. Do you recognize where we're looking at? Yes, sir. And where is that? That's on 2nd and Prayer. All right. Would you consider that 3rd and Galvez territory? Correct. Have you ever seen this car before? Yes, sir. Whose car is that? Brother's. All right. Who's this? That's me. Okay. Who's that? AD. Do you know who this is? Yeah, that's McCoy. Do you know who this is? That's Woody. Who? That's T-Bone. My bad, that's T-Bone. All right. Do you know who this guy is? Yeah, that's Michael. Do you know who this is? Yeah, that's Lonnie Ingram. Do you know who this is? Yeah, that's T. Darryl. Can you tell what AD is doing right here? Yeah, he's serving somebody, giving somebody some crack. All right. Is this where you sold drugs to, in this area? Yes. How much heroin were you selling? Probably a quarter in 2 days. Do you know whose car this is? Yeah, Buck's. Do you know who this is screaming? QP. All right. Do you know who this is? McCoy. All right. Do you know who this is? Yeah, AD. Were you using or did you carry guns during this time? Sir? Did you carry firearms during this time? Yes. All right. Why? For protection. All right. Protection from who? Anybody I may have offended. Were there particular groups you all had problems with? The Calliope. Okay. In those slides, well, let me ask this. Who else sold drugs out there at near Second and Prayer? Nobody else. What's that? Nobody else. Well, besides me? Besides you. Everybody from off 3rd and Galvez. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you some photos. Do you know Terrius Oni? Correct. All right. McCoy Walker? Correct. Washington McCaskill? Correct. All right. AD? Yes. All right. That's you? Yes. All right. And QP? Yes. All right. Did all those people sell drugs at this time? Correct. All right. Now, you also got to know some of the downtown guys, correct? Sir? You also got to know some of the downtown guys, correct? Correct. All right. Did Merle Offray sell drugs? I never seen him sell drugs. Okay. What was his reputation? He was one of the older ones. Okay. Did Breezy sell drugs? Yes. Sold to you, correct? Yes. All right. What about Gregory Stewart? Yes. All right. And did he sell drugs to you? Yes. All right. Did you ever see Evan sell drugs? No. All right. Did you ever see Evans with a gun? No. Okay. Did you ever see Pound sell drugs? No. Okay. Did you ever see him with a gun? Uh-uh. Did you ever see Jasmine Perry sell drugs? Uh-uh. Ever see him with a gun? No. All right. Did you ever have any dealings with Leroy Price? Yes. Leroy brought me some dope from Breezy one time. Did you ever see Leroy with a gun? No, not to my knowledge. Okay. Solomon Doyle? No. All right. Alonzo Peters? No. Pooney? Curtis Neville? No. Judge, I just object. I don't know what he's saying no to. He's just asking them. I'm asking if he personally observed these people sell drugs or possess guns. Okay, just be more specific. Okay. All right. For record purposes, since we have a number of defendants, ask per name. Okay. I apologize, Your Honor. Well, and you have been doing that mostly, but just keep going. Okay. Thank you. All right. Did there come a time when you came back to New Orleans that you killed Man Man, correct? Correct. All right. How did that happen? When did you start seeing Man Man in New Orleans? When he came home, I seen him one time in a club. Okay. In what club? The Sports View. All right. And what happened when you saw him in the Sports View? Well, me and McCoy went outside and waited on him. Okay. And what were you all waiting to do? Kill him. Okay. And where were you all waiting? In a car across the street from the club. All right. Did you have a gun? Yes. Did McCoy Walker have a gun? Yes. All right. What happened that night? Some kind of way he slid through the crowd. Did Man Man talk to you in the club? No. All right. So you all weren't able to shoot him that night, correct? Correct. All right. What happened next? We left. It was over with. Okay. How many days passed until you finally killed Man Man? Like a week. Okay. And what happened the day you killed Man Man? I was on second prayer. Gregory Stewart pulled up in a car, and what kind of car did he come in? A white Crown Vic. All right. And what happened next? I seen AD running to go get in the car with the gun. So I stopped him and I asked him. I told him to let me go. All right. Well, who was Gregory Stewart with? T-Red, T-Bone, and McCoy. Did you see T-Red and Rabbit together a lot? Yes. Okay. How often would you see them together? All the time. And you said you saw AD running in the car. Did you know what was about to go down? No. Okay. All right. Well, did you walk over there and ask what was happening? Yes. All right. And what did you say? What did you specifically say? When I seen him jumping in the car, I asked him where he was going. They told me they were looking. We were going to kill Man Man. So I asked them to give me the gun and let me go with them. Okay. Why did you do that? Because I knew he wanted to kill me by me making that statement on him. Man Man? Yeah. Okay. And did AD give you the gun? Yes. Who else? Did you get in the Crown Vic? I think everybody else was already in there. Okay. And who was in the car? Me, McCoy, T-Red, T-Bone, and Gregory Stewart. Did you see any guns in the car? Yes. What gun did AD give you? AD gave me a handgun. Okay. All right. And when you got in the car, how many guns were in the car, do you think? 4. Do you remember who was driving? Not at that time. Okay. What did you all do next? When I jumped in the car, we pulled toward the Calliope and went and circled around looking for Man Man, but we didn't see him. So we was headed back on second and prayer, and somebody in the car said, let's go in the east. They think he might be in the east. So we went in the east, and that's where he was at. How did you all get to the east? We drove in the white Crown Vic. Okay. And where did you all stop in the east? Where did we? Where did you all go in the east? At this apartment complex called Georgetown. How did you know to go to the Georgetown apartments? I didn't know. Somebody in the car knew where to go at. Okay. What happened when you got to the Georgetown apartments? We pulled in. We parked for like about a minute or two. And then somebody in the car said, go to the gas station to get something, some cigars or something. So we pulled out of the apartment complex and pulled up to the gas station. Do you remember, was there a gate at the apartment complex? Yes. How did you get in the gate? It was coded. T-Red knew the code, passcode. All right. Then you go to the store. What happens at the store? I signaled, I told McCoy to call up somebody who was sitting outside the gas station to come to the car. And why did you want to call somebody to the car? I didn't want none of us to get out and be seen on camera. And what happened when the guy came to the car? They gave him the money to get whatever they wanted. And then he went in and got it and came back. All right. And what did you all do after that? We pulled back in the apartment complex. All right. Who's in the car at this point? Me, T-Bone, Gregory Stewart, T-Red, and McCoy. All right. How long have you known McCoy Walker at this point? I've been knowing McCoy since a baby. Okay. How long have you been knowing T-Red at this point? Since T-Red was probably like 10, 9, 10. All right. How long have you been knowing T-Bone at this point? Since he was a baby. All right. How long have you known Rabbit at this point? Not that long. Okay. Were you comfortable going with Rabbit? No, sir. All right. So why did you agree to go try and kill Man Man with him? Because McCoy told me that he was cool. Okay. And what does cool mean? That he wouldn't snitch on us if we got jammed up. What was Man Man's reputation? He killed people.